Welcome back to Brentford. Thank you very much for your support on the opening 2 episodes. I very much appreciate it. I've taken some of your feedback on board for this episode. Do drop the video a like if you're continuing to enjoy this save. We can get over 1,000 again. That would be absolutely superb. And of course, if you are enjoying the save and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss any more videos. And of course, if you click the notification bell, you stand a much better chance of never missing a future upload. So, you guys, obviously we disabled the opening transfer window. There's a lot of feedback about what to do when we get to a transfer window. But there was also some feedback with regards to what to do with our young scout future star, so to speak, player. Young Elliot Weaver. He is being trained as a striker. I think there was a comment that said, we know he should be a striker. Ches knows he should be a striker. He's just a striker. So I think you're absolutely spot on. So he's being trained as a striker right now, Elliot Weaver, and that should happen within the next couple of weeks. I had already added a development plan to absolutely everybody in the squad. So I appreciate the feedback for that, but we'd already done it. So we're right ahead of you on that front. Now, with regards to future incomings and where to send youth staff. Youth staff have been sent to Scandinavian countries. Of course, Brentford's owners are Danish. They have a sister club in Midtjylland in Denmark, and they scout or they sign a lot of Scandinavian players. We have a number of Norwegians, Finns, and Swedes in the squad here, and a couple of Danes too. So we'll be looking to continue in that vein. You can see my scouts are out looking in Sweden, Denmark, and Norway, and we'll wait for feedback from them as to who we can find. I've also added to my list kind of some of the best prospects from the Swedish league, from the Danish league, from the Norwegian league, from the Finnish league. Actually, did I add the Finnish league? I can't remember if I added the Finnish league or not. But certainly from the Danish, Swedish and Norwegian leagues. And before I click this, I didn't tell you guys this. When I was doing the transfers, MESSI hadn't signed a contract at Barcelona. So, in real life, and as I record this, this is still the case, Lionel Messi is a free agent. So when I updated the transfers and the rosters, Messi was a free agent. Guess where he ended up? Bayern bloody Munich. Leo Messi is a Bayern Munich player in this save. Perhaps not what's going to happen in real life. He's very much expected to sign another Barcelona contract. Once they've sorted out their financial situation, they can actually afford to give him some money. But he's gone to Bayern Munich in this save, and he is now plying his trade in Germany. So I thought you'd be interested to know that that's where he ended up. So clubs or players from Scandinavian countries and leagues that we're looking at. There's a number of different positions. The most exciting one that I'm excited about is Mikkel Damsgaard, who actually isn't from any of the Danish leagues, but he is from the Scandinavian leagues, but he is Danish because he had a phenomenal Euro 2020 for Denmark, as Denmark had a phenomenal Euro 2020. It was an incredible tournament, and Mikkel Damsgaard was a real standout player for me, and I know for a number of you guys as well, so I'm pretty keen on bringing him in at some point. But there are so many names here that we're scouting, and almost all of them have potential to be either late 70s or early 80s, so there's plenty of work that could be done to the squad with a number of these players over the course of the... Might as well remove Messi now, because we're not going to be signing him. So there's plenty of potential here for a number of these players to maybe come in. A number of them are from Midtjylland. Then we've got some from Mulder. He's actually Ivorian, David Fofana. And then we've some from Rosenborg in the Norwegian league. Brøndby from the Danish league as well. Glimt, I don't know how to pronounce the first bit of that. I apologise. I'm going to try. FC Copenhagen. And a couple of others as well. Bosnian, actually, from Malmö. So we'll wait and see what they look like now and what we think they can grow into, given some first-team football. We know that the right-back spot is an area of concern, although Ruoslev is doing a decent job. We know that we need a backup goalkeeper, although unfortunately I wasn't able to find any goalkeepers in those Scandinavian leagues that were actually any good. So I'm hoping then that my youth scout can find me someone. I'm actually retraining Dervishoglu as well as a right winger at your request, so that's happening too. So all of the updates to the transfers and to the shortlist is at your request, and we are doing your bidding. We have 4 games today: Brighton, Manchester United, Southampton, and Watford. We'll play the first, we'll play the second, we'll sim Southampton, we'll play Watford, and hopefully be in a relatively similar position to where we are now. 3 of our opponents today, Southampton, Brighton and Watford, are below us in the table. So avoiding defeat is most important in those games. Guaranteeing victory, not a necessity, but avoiding defeat, absolutely, we would like to do. So I'm going to try my best to avoid defeat in those games. Like I say, drop the video a like, subscribe if you haven't, and hopefully he can keep up that goal-scoring vein of form. Brighton are as follows then. Robert Sanchez in goal for them. Lamptey, Webster, Feltman, Dunk and Solly March. Dunk captain, of course. Lallana and Yves Bissouma in the midfield. Percy Tau at cam with Florin Andone and Neil Maupay up top. It's a very narrow front 5. So, well, especially with Tariq Lamptey's pace, you expect him to race away down the right-hand side many a time throughout the course of this fixture. Although they are away, so they might be a little bit less gung-ho offensively. They'll be hoping to avoid defeat against us just as much as we're hoping to avoid defeat against them. So, like we said last time, you really want to win your home games. But just as was like the game against Villa, if you offered me a draw, I'd probably take it. But we got victory against Villa. And we'll try and get victory against Brighton too. Here's Lallana. They are trying to come through the middle with those central players, and here is Tariq Lamptey getting forward on the right hand side. It's a decent ball in. It's going to drop here for Yves Bissouma, who's a very talented central midfielder actually. We have used him in a save before by picking him up. I did actually ask you guys to clarify, because your memory is better than mine, when we used Ivan Toney previously, and you are correct, we did pick him up in the whole save, although we didn't utilise him that much or that well in that save. And I'd completely forgotten that I'd used Onyeka at Mallorca and actually moved him to right back in that save as well. So we'll probably keep Onyeka central in this save because we have used him and moved him to right back previously. And you imagine Brentford have signed him to play in a central midfield role in real life, so we will play him in a central midfield role. He's come from Midtjylland, of course, that Danish side that we say are considered a sister club of Brentford. And we are looking at a number of their other talents at present, and we may well be signing more players from there. See, I want to go out wide, but Tariq Lamptey is so fast that I just don't think it's worth trying to force the ball into a wide area like that, because Tariq Lamptey is just going to cope with everything that I throw at him. So we're going to try and work it around. There's a bit of space on the edge of the box here for Jensen. Then back to Onyeka. Go on then. Can he shoot? No, he can't. Never do that again. Okay? You don't know till you try. I tried, and now I know. Don't shoot with Frank Onyeka. Solly March into Andone, and oh, nice little flick by Maupay. Look at the space for Tariq Lamptey, although he's a little bit reluctant to get in behind there, isn't he? Not that they need him to, because Adam Lallana's through the middle, and he's going to score a goal for Brighton to give them a 1-0 lead here before half-time. Everybody is suitably furious, wearing a Brentford shirt. I was just looking at Tariq Lamptey up top and waiting for a ball to come, and it's a good movement by Lallana, and Aya just doesn't react quite quickly enough to deal with it. It's a simple finish for Lallana when he's one-on-one there. Pure shot power enough to get it past the goalkeeper. His first goal of the season for Brighton, the first goal of this game, 9 minutes before half-time. Despite having a half chance ourselves at the other end, we are now behind. I'll have that, thank you. De Silva steals it away. Jensen will go back to him. Oh, maybe a decent run, please, Tony. Oh, he just kind of stood there. Now he's making a good run, and Jensen can find him round the corner. He's in behind here, Ivan Toney. Oh, and he's turned the defender, and on the left foot, can't find the target. It's the first time we've actually been able to beat Lewis Dunk in a one-on-one with an attacker. With a left-footed effort, just driven past the post. Sanchez diving, probably had it covered, had it been on target. But positive start to the second half, and we'll keep that going as long as we can. Looking for that equaliser still. That's loose. We're going to be able to deal with that. Forward there to Onyeka. Now Lamptey's disappeared. He's not in position, but they do have a number of defenders back. De Silva to Onyeka again. Look at the overlapping run from Ruoslev. We'll look for it. Solly March trying to deal with it. Ruoslev. Yes, Solly March dealt with that. Endangering some fans. It flew into the stands so vigorously. Ivan Toney's header. Oh, he's got a good enough connection on it, but he needed to be about 5 or 6 yards closer to goal for that actually to properly trouble the goalkeeper. Feltman will try and bring it forward here for Brighton, but we've certainly started the second half the brighter of the two sides. We just need to keep that going, keep plugging away at it, and an equaliser should come. making a change in the midfield to try and liven things up a bit. Jensen's coming off. Janelt is coming on. He's then going to drop into that CDM role and will push Onyeka slightly further forward. When it comes to the central midfield positions in the minute, I don't really have a go-to kind of attack-minded central midfielder. Not necessarily a cam, but someone that is forward-thinking. We only really have Janelt and a Norgard on the bench, meaning that my options are limited in that central area. Onyeka does like to get forward, but as you saw earlier on, I can't rely on him actually in front of goal. In the build-up to chances, yes, but if he finds himself on the end of a chance, he's probably not going to end well. De Silva, however, is certainly a player that we've been able to rely on in front of goal so far this season. Ruoslev will turn and just look for a ball inside that Solly March has cut out well, and now I'm in trouble going the other way. And Mope could be in here if they can find the right pass, which they absolutely have. Now, was he onside is the question. The answer is yes. And Neil Mope drills Brighton 2-0 in front here away from home. That's probably going to be defeat for us then. I thought about whipping it with Ruoslev a moment ago, but fellow was just going to get a block, similarly how Solly March blocked it earlier on. So I tried to play the ball inside. It's not worked, and we've been punished for it. Ruoslev out of position, although it's because I took him out of position. Mope finds the space in behind. It's going to be a defeat at home against Brighton and Hove Albion. We've had a very positive start so far for a newly promoted side, and definitely the better start of the other two promoted sides, Norwich and Watford, who find themselves in the relegation zone. But with defeat here, we're going to be slipping back down towards that relegation zone. And with Manchester United next, you probably expect with a trip to Old Trafford, it's not going to get any better for us today. 15 minutes to go. We have had much of the better play in this second half, but we've conceded another goal rather than scoring an equaliser, and that's probably our job done for today, or Brighton's job done, more to the point. It's blocked off the hand of Pontus Jansson, and the referee has pointed to the spot. You guys asked for handballs to stay on, and I agree with that decision. But Pontus Jansson just inside the box here, might even have been on the line. But yeah, you can see where his arm is out, away from his body again. It's a definite pen, and Mope, puts it straight down the middle. 3-0 Brentford, sorry, 3-0 Brighton, that was wishful thinking. Game well and truly over now. Final whistle, just moments away. There you go, I didn't even get the chance to finish my sentence. Final whistle arrives, and Brighton 3, Brentford 0. Not really how I wanted that game to go, to be completely honest, or even close to it. We had 3 chances each, but all of theirs were on target and went in, and none of mine were on target, so of course I didn't score. We could have got something out of that, but we didn't, and that's the most important thing. Leeds have a game in hand. Watford did lose to Manchester City, so they find themselves still without a win, as are Norwich. City flying and could go top if they win their game in hand, which could be against Spurs or Palmer. In fact, there's a number of games still to be played this matchday weekend, isn't there? But we have Manchester United away as our next fixture. And if we can't beat Brighton at home, I don't think we stand much chance at Old Trafford, do you? Derbyshirley's position change is complete. I don't know as it's actually going to change his overall at all. His pace and dribbling might be better suited to being a right winger than a striker. Yes, they certainly are. 70 rated now. Right, let's put a development plan on it. I think probably going to try and improve his passing, to be honest, so that he can be more effective as a winger. Right, that will do well, actually. That's gone nicely. Thank you for that suggestion, guys. Very much appreciate that. Right, Manchester United next, away from home. Yikes. David De Gea's the choice between the sticks. Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Raphael Varane and Alex Telles. Fred and Scott McTominay. Jadon Sancho, Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba played wide left with Edinson Cavani as striker. Martial, Lindelöf, Greenwood on the bench. No sign of Rashford, though. Might be injured. Obviously can't have transferred away because we disabled the first transfer window. With Jadon Sancho and Raphael Varane in the Manchester United lineup. Oh no. I'm quite scared actually. Bruno Fernandes, nicely intercepted by Onyeka. That was exceptionally well done. Look at the press from United. They're going to have to be careful of that. Many a team in the history of career mode has been undone. Many a top team in the history of career mode has been undone by an overzealous pressing game. Don't fall foul to the same mistakes, Manchester United. Don't make this easy for me. Go on, Ivan. You can get through there. Oh, but Maguire's going to be too strong for you. I think they've got the strength and brutality of Harry Maguire. And Varane has everything Harry Maguire has, plus pace. It's a really scary centre-back partnership. Not only for FIFA, but for real life too. They're going to be so good defensively, or they should be so good defensively, Manchester United next year. Oh, it's a lovely turn by Ivan Toney, though. That will fall for De Silva. And Sergi Canos is in behind, trying to get it back to the middle. Maguire away. Bruno Fernandes helping it back to Alex Telles, and they've dealt with it well, Manchester United. Positive to see us on the front foot, though. That's a great ball out wide to Jadon Sancho. No shots on target for either side yet. They've had a lot of the balls, United. But they are playing some good stuff. Cavani to Scott McTominay. Oh, to Cavani. Rico Henry with the pace to get there. It's been a case of both sides breaking up each other's offensive play so far in this game, and no one has really been able to actually properly threaten the other team. McTominay and Fred keep just getting to my midfield passes. That's loose from Cavani, and we'll bring that back down. But holding Manchester United, especially this Manchester United side, to a 0-0 draw at half-time is no mean feat. Very pleased with the work ethic put in by everyone so far. And the longer it stays 0-0, the longer the opportunity to cause an upset could happen. But it's going to be 0-0 at the break. Fighting hard for this. Across to Jadon Sancho. Wan-Bissaka. Space to get into it. Look how free Bruno is in the middle. Oh, they can't find him, but they do find Sancho. Bruno was just on his own. That's terrible defensive positioning. Good block by Janssen. Fred into Bruno again. Back to McTominay. Out wide to Jadon Sancho. Okay, Man United have come out flying at the beginning of the second half. Wan-Bissaka to Sancho again. He's got plenty of options if he can find them. McTominay might have the shot. Still defending for our absolute lives here at Old Trafford. And by the skin of our teeth, holding on to our clean sheet. United have really come out the traps here. And clearly had a bit of a talking to at half-time from Ollie. Telling them in no uncertain terms, be more positive, get some shots on goal, win this game. But you know what? Oh, we're not going to be doing that ourselves if we can't shoot on target. Trying to whip that. He just doesn't have the ability to do so. Into Onyeka. I've not made a change yet. I don't know if a change is actually going to change anything, really. Bruno picking up on that loose ball after we lose it in midfield. Just assessing his options there, Bruno Fernandes. Scott McTominay in the box. Good tackle by Christopher Ayer again. I do enjoy playing with him. Jensen looking from Burmo, but it's the wrong sort of pass. I need him to go outside the defender. That's what I was trying to do. Fred to Bruno. Jadon Sancho is an option. Edinson Cavani is an option. Janssen has the physicality to get rid of that. Come on then. Oh no. Harry Maguire with a lovely foot in. So frustrating. Manchester United have been so solid defensively. I just can't seem to do anything against them. Let's put Norgard deeper, move Onyeka further forward, and Janelt's coming on as well. I really think I do need that extra central midfield option. I don't think I have it right now. I don't feel like I have it anyway. Pinnock, I haven't really got a right back option either. Yeah, that's certainly an area of concern, isn't it? Even if we sign someone that's perhaps higher rated than Roerslev, but doesn't start, I still need the option to have someone to come off the bench. Bruno draws a good save out of Raya, and it's a corner for Manchester United here with 9 minutes to go, trying desperately to hold on to our clean sheet here. Donny van der Beek has come on for Manchester United. Raya's come for that. It's a decent enough punch with Slabhead waiting for it. Raphael Varane, don't know what he's like technically actually. Jadon Sancho, obviously exceptional. I don't quite know how he's done that. But Canos says no, and you're not getting past me again. Did he genuinely just do that, or did it just rebound off him? I'm not sure. I need to have a closer look. That was outrageous from... It's a little bit lucky. I thought he'd just done me, but it was a little bit lucky. Right, on the counter-attack we come. Onyeka's got the pace. Pogba's with me, though. I see a bit of room over here for Janelt, then. Maybe we can steal a late winner at Old Trafford. It would be quite the result for Brentford if we can. Roerslev down the right-hand side. Options in the middle still. Options back here in support. Janelt. Ivan Toney. Oh, Raphael bloody Varane. I thought, beat him for pace, and then realised it was Varane I was up against, not Harry Maguire. Ah, that could have been momentous for Brentford. I mean, a 0-0 draw, if we can see this out, is still a momentous result for this club, which we should now do. Ref, do me a favour, thank you. That's a big point. We couldn't keep a clean sheet against Brighton, but we were able to do it against Manchester United. You can see what the fans think of it, the home fans here at Old Trafford. They are not happy with their side's lack of ability to find the back of the net. They had more chances. We only had one shot all game. That was that Mbermu one that, well, I tried to whip, but it wasn't good enough. Ah, dearie me. Never mind. That's a solid point. A solid point. And with Southampton and Watford to come, we might be picking up some more before the end of the day. Up next for us then is this game against Southampton. They are 4 points behind us in the league. Watford have now picked up a victory and are also on 6 points. So of the two, doesn't really matter which one we sim and which one we play. And seeing as Watford came up with us last season, in theory obviously, or in real life, not in this save, then I think it should be them that we play rather than Southampton on this occasion. So we played Norwich and we beat them. And hopefully we can do the same against Watford. You can see Southampton's lineup in front of you. Lewis in goal. Perrault at left back. I think he's a new signing that we did in this save. Vestergaard, Bednarak and Ramsey. Teller, James Ward-Prowse, Jankovic, Djenepo, Che Adams and Danny Ings. My starting lineup is unchanged as it has been for the majority of the season so far. And it's a 3-1 defeat. A Che Adams hat-trick. We took the lead as well through Ivan Toney. Oh, that's quite tough to take. A Che Adams hat-trick, and we were at home, which is another reason why I felt like I could sim, or I should sim that one over the Watford one. That's not gone well there, has it? Now that leaves us in a position where we really should be picking up a victory against Watford if we want to keep ourselves away from the potential of a strong relegation fight. That's a really frustrating result, but you win some, you lose some. We just so happen to be losing more than we're winning at the moment, but we'll try and change that. Elliot Weaver, his development plan to change him to striker has completed. He was a 62 rated right mid. We're basically swapping Dervisoglu and Weaver around, aren't we, really, with their positions and effectiveness in the squad. 68 rated striker. He's got 80 finishing now, young Elliot Weaver, and he's 5-star already as well. I would like to improve those physical stats, though, if we can, at the same time as trying to improve his other technical ones. I think I might concentrate on some physicals first, because his technicals at the moment, pace and finishing, are actually decent already. So if we can get him better on the ball, both in possession and trying to keep hold of possession, and his passing will go up too, then that could make him a very usable striker. I'm not sure how tall he is. 5'11". I could call him up, you know. I could call him up. He's the same rating now. He's the same rating now as Marcus Force. Although I haven't really used Force. I think what we do is we keep training Weaver. We'll add him to the loan list. If I can get him a loan move for the rest of this season, then we'll still use... I mean, Marcus Force is still only 21 as well. So there's plenty of room for him to grab. Potential to be special, though, for Elliot Weaver. We cannot ignore that. Sorry, Marcus Force. But I think I'm going to have to... Oh, I know Force is popular with the Brentford fans. Actually, Brentford fans, let me know. Who in this squad are fan favourites? Who are players that are kind of on the fringes that you kind of aren't really... Doorbell. Who are the players that are really... Doorbell. No. Who are the players that are on the fringes? Who are the players that are popular? Are you guys particularly excited about Onyeka and Christopher Ayer? I imagine you are. Who should I look to move on, really? Who are players that you're not really that asked about and I could sell to raise some extra funds to maybe bring in someone else from the Scandinavian region? I genuinely don't know. I can't say as my Brentford knowledge is actually that strong, but we're currently 15th in the table. And I think it's safe to say, especially if we do anything other than win here against Watford, that we are embroiled in a relegation battle at this stage of the season. 10 games played, we've lost 6 of them, and we could really do with avoiding losing a 7th. Time to travel away from home to Watford. Big game, this. Big game. So how did promoted Watford look? Ben Foster still in goal. Kiko, Cabasele, Matty Pollock and Adam Messina. Lauser, Hughes and Cleverly. I believe Lauser's a new signing. Sarr, Emmanuel Dennis and Ken Sema out on the wing. On the bench, well, Pedro, Danny Rose there too. Danny Rose. Danny Rose to Watford. I did move Danny Rose to Watford. I did so many transfers that I've forgotten some of them. Danny Rose to Watford. What a ball! Sema immediately in behind. Hopefully I've got a lot of defenders back here and we do deal with it. Wow, if they can cut me open at will like that with one ball, we are in for a test here against Watford. Nice ball by Ivan Toney around the corner. Make me run, make me run. Actually, I'm just in a space out here. Please be on... No! Canos! Oh, he's offside. Oh, I nearly played a deadly ball of my own. I didn't see him quickly enough and, well, by the time I did, he was a long way off. Oh, what an opportunity for both sides to maybe take the lead early doors. I think Pollock, actually, at centre-back for them, is also a new signing that I made in the updating of the rosters before we started the save. Oh, Messina getting away from me there. Forward from left-back, though. If he loses it, there's the potential of a counter-attack. Will Hughes still trying to dictate the flow of the game, the tempo of the game from a central position. Ken Sema, nicely blocked by Rusev. Jensen, get it away to Silva into Jensen again. Jensen's probably going to be the man that I change in the midfield. If I change someone, and then he could be my go-to off the bench. Oh, it's a nice turn by Ivan Toney. Oh, and he has scored a finesse. He can do it from the edge of the box. Ben Foster may well complain to his defenders for not closing down, getting a block on the shot. But on previous experience, you wouldn't have said that Ivan Toney was a threat there from the way that he's played so far this season. But what a finish. Finding the bottom corner. Ben Foster devastated to concede. Up against the centre-back. Just a drop of the shoulder. It's really nicely done. And that's what I want from Ivan Toney more regularly. Maybe he's just been too under pressure in previous games when I've tried that. Less pressure on the ball here. Foster late to it. Bottom corner. Brentford 1, Watford 0. That could be a massive goal. He's 5th of the Premier League season already. Dennis opened up there for Ismail Assar, but Rico Henry deals with it. He's coming after me again there. Wait, he nearly got on it too. Well, Hughes with header. Can we get there with Ruslev? Oh, I committed and I didn't. Dennis getting away from Da Silva. Nice tackle again by Rico Henry. So solid for me so far this season at left back. Really, really reliable. Jensen looking for Ivan Toney. Oh, we're cutting Watford apart at will. And we've added a second. We're having a whale of a time in Watford. It's Brentford 2. Here's Emmanuel Dennis. Watford need to fight back. They need to do it soon. Sema still has Dennis there. We'll find him with the ball through. And Watford are fighting back. That didn't take long. 2-1 and right back in the game immediately. That's only 4 or 5 minutes since we scored that second. It's a lovely ball round to him. It's good movement. He's just drifting further and further and further away and uses actually that number 28 in the middle to occupy the defenders in the middle and just find some space. It's good attacking play. It's his second goal of the season. Hopefully he won't be scoring any more. 2-1 at Vicarage Road. Ball lofted forward. Well, won by Ayer. He had to put everything on the line there and then just kind of laid on top of the Watford man to ensure that he didn't get up again. Canos in behind here. Needs support. It is arriving. Onyeka could look for Canos again. And they'll lift it. And Ivan Toney looking for a hat-trick, but not getting it. Wide of the target on this occasion. Best option there to look for Toney. I probably wouldn't have been able to flick it around the corner to Mbermo and get it to him. Needed to go for goal, but missed. And whipped well. Ruslev challenging with the man in the middle. Jensen under pressure, but Ruslev is there. And forward again. And Jensen's just getting away from Tom Cleverly in the middle. Oh, that's a foul, ref. Surely he's tripped me there. 3 minutes to go till half-time. Getting that 2-goal advantage again as soon as possible would be absolutely perfect. Well, go on then, Canos. You got some space. Oh, got some space, has he? Watford, Ben Foster may well be absolutely livid. He was annoyed enough with us not closing, with his defenders not closing down Ivan Toney for the first goal, and they've made exactly the same mistake for Sergi Canos. He's whipped that gorgeously into the far corner. They step well, Watford, and force me backwards, but then they back off. There's no point stepping if you're going to back off again. Foster caught scrambling for that bottom right-hand corner again, but look at bending around both defenders there. Very nearly getting a block on it, but what an angle for a replay. Cracking goal from Sergi Canos. We might well be getting 3 points here. Oh, it'd be massive. It's first goal of the season for me as well. It's about bloody time. Matty Pollock. Oh, Watford. What are you doing? What are you doing? Ivan Toney on a hat-trick. And we'll get it. That's why Watford are in the relegation zone. 3 for Ivan Toney in the first half at Vicarage Road. Matty Pollock, you have let yourself and your new teammates down there. I feel sorry for Ben Foster. He's a fantastic goalkeeper, but he hasn't had a chance with most of the goals that we've scored so far in this game. We're going to be winning 4-1 at half-time. This result has come out of nowhere today, hasn't it? Jensen, Onyeka. This could be a massive result for us now on the back of that first half. I'm going to lift this looking for Josh Da Silva, and he's going to get there, and it is 5. Oh, Watford. Watford, this is not good, lads. This is not good at all. Unbelievable. Ivan Toney with an assist now to add to his goals as well. Game of the season, I think, is probably the tag for this one. Definitely. Louser over the top for Ismail Assar. Fair play to Watford. They've not given up on this. I've kind of chilled out with my offensive play, just trying to sit on what we've got here. Oh, Ruoslev, you could have headed that slightly further away from goal, mate. That made me a little bit nervous. I'm making a change. Well, I'm making a change. I'm making 3 changes. Considering the result is pretty safe, Ivan Toney's coming off and young Elliot Weaver gets his debut off the bench. Onyeka's moved to right back and Janelt and Norgard on as well in the midfield as we make 3 changes to just see out this game now. Janelt's first action is to put in a good defensive clearance, and we'll see if we can build on what we've got still. Maybe we can get the youngster a goal. Christopher Ayer is just so good. So good. Come on then, Elliot. What have you got? How's your touch? Not amazing. Okay. Oh, but he's done well. I'll let him off. I'll let him off. He's going to make me a nice run as well. Oh, Elliot, please. Make your debut. One to remember! Ben Foster with the save. He's come on as our number 9, though, which is key to see. His header from the corner blocked by Kiko Femenia, and we'll have to settle for just a 5-1 win, it seems. Oh no, what a shame. Good block by Onyeka, dealing with everything at right back. Can we win that header? He's done brilliantly. Go on, young Elliot. Get stuck in, son. Canos played in. He's just not rapid though, is he, Canos? Not got much pace at all. That's a nice ball out wide, but it's not going to mean anything because the whistle's about to go. Give me that back. Well, they've gone backwards. There is the whistle. Oh, it would have been perfection if we could have got Elliot Weaver a goal on debut. As it happens, just the hat-trick for Ivan Toney. Never mind, eh? That counters the defeat to Brighton nicely. And actually our goal difference goes up by 1 for the episode rather than down by a handful. We'll take that. The point against Manchester United, though, is probably still the best result, in fairness. Although, because of the nature of the opposition in that final game, getting a massive win like that against a relegation rival is pretty big, actually. Pretty big. We'll head into the month of November next, where with just 3 games, Leeds, Chelsea and Burnley, we'll hopefully have the opportunity to see a loan could help your move, could be a career. Yeah, no, good. He wants to go. Because a loan could definitely help. Right, so in the next episode, we'll find out where what the scout reports look like for those players that we're scouting, those transfer targets, and also we should hear back from those 3 youth scouts as well who were scouting in Scandinavia too. Hoping for a worldie. Expecting probably nothing, but you never know. You never know. We'll see what we can do. If we can draw against Man United and win 5-1 away at Watford, anything can fucking happen. Drop the video a like if you've enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any further videos. Hit that notification bell. Follow me on Twitch as well. Link in the description down below so you can watch all of my streams, and the edited footage goes up on the second channel. Find a link for that down below as well. But for now, thanks lads. I'll see you later.